folks, welcome aboard the channel. If you're new, I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. Welcome back, and thank you for those of you who've been around for a while. And there are a number of you who've been with me for the 7.5 or so years that I've been doing the channel. I've got a gift request from Dan SIgurdson of Tom T. Hall's song, Turn It On, Turn It On, Turn It On. And here's why I'm doing this one now and why Dan made this gift to the channel, is that Dan just found out yesterday that Tom T had passed away in 2021, but it was a self-inflicted gunshot. That hit Dan pretty hard when he found that out just yesterday. So anyway, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to rate it just because of the sensitivity about it. I've done a number of Tom T's reactions, and the dude was an absolute amazing songwriter. Like just brilliant, like John Prine type brilliant, like the storytelling and the twists and everything. So I don't know this song. It's a true reaction. Everything's moving.
Johnny got up one morning, he went down to the company store, got him a big box of bullets to fit into his 44. The storeman said, son, are you gonna work? You know you owe me too much to stop. John said, I got a little working to do, but I ain't going by your clock. People said John was a slacker, 'cause he wouldn't fight in their war. A man wasn't much if he wouldn't fight back in 1944. The doctor said John was just too sick to go, but the people said that he was a coward. And one of the men making fun of him was a fella named Milton Howard.
Yeah.
Milton was down at the cold spring, a-drinking from a mason jar. He said, John, you better get yourself to work. You gonna fool around till you get fired. John blew the dust from his old 44, put 2 holes in Milton's head.
Not good.
When Johnny walked off to get some more shooting done, that old Cold Spring was running red. The next guy he met was a Stigall boy, and the boy had a hammer in his hand. John said, son, you should have built yourself a box, 'cause you're headed for the promised land. Stigall fell down to his knees to pray, and he cried, Lord Johnny, please don't shoot. Before he got halfway to saying amen, when old John shot him out of his boot.
He's on his revenge tour. This is pretty extreme.
Word went out through the county that old John had lost his head.
Yep.
The people were running and screaming. There were 7 of them lying there dead. Johnny hid out in a farmhouse. He had satisfaction in his eyes. He said, I know they're coming to get me, boys, but they ain't gonna take me alive.
Yep.
People gathered round that old farmhouse was the relatives of all them dead. Now John said, if the sheriff comes through that door, I'm gonna fill him plumb full of lead. The sheriff kicked down that old farmhouse door, but old John's gun would not shoot. Johnny just smiled at the sheriff and said, the Lord must think a lot of you.
Yeah, boy.
They took old John to the jailhouse. He entered in a guilty plea. The judge said death in the electric chair, 'cause it's murder in the first degree. John's last meal was a lot of fried chicken, cold beans, and the baby squash. He ate every bite that they brought him, then he smiled and said, I thank you all a lot.
Irony.
They put old John in the electric chair. They shaved his ankles and his head.
This is
The preacher said, son, you got something to say. In a minute you're gonna be dead. John said, I ain't no coward, and the people know that I won't run. Then Johnny smiled up at the warden and said, turn it on, turn it on, turn it on.
So the doctors had said he couldn't serve in the war, but people called him a coward because he didn't. I guess he just didn't like it, but maybe he really shouldn't have been in the war because he lost his mind. I mean, granted, it was a tough time to be alive with World War II happening and all the death happening everywhere. But in this one, I just went on a revenge tour. I guess he just got sick of people talking about him. It's pretty extreme, I will say. Then he ate his meal, thanked the people for it. Like, that is irony right there. This guy who's so mean that he could put holes in people and kill them, and then thank others because they brought him a meal with fried chicken, squash, and something else. But you could see why Tom T is the storyteller. I mean, this was definitely morbid, literally, and macabre, but the instrumentation, if you took the lyrics out and played just the music for someone, they'd be like, "Oh man, that's kind of a feel good, happy, tap your feet kind of song." Got the banjo going and just fun up tempo. The bass was going underneath it all, keeping time with the song. Boo, 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 going fast. You're like, oh, this kind of feels good. And then you find out what it's about, and you're like, good God, how do you marry those lyrics to that instrumentation? But that's artistry. So, all right, I'm not rating that, but Tom T. Hall was nicknamed the storyteller. I didn't know that he took his own life either. So now we know. So anyway, I'll probably be listening to Tom T songs a little bit differently moving forward. But hey, that's life. That's the way it works. Robert Frost said it this way. He said, in 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. And think about that for a while, and you're like, yeah, whether I'm in it or not, life still goes on. So it's pretty abundant and dynamic, this thing we call life, whether I'm here or not. It's trees and birds and fish and people. Still going to go on. All right, guys, have a great day. See you on another video. Dano, thanks for the gift and the requests. And keep rocking the country.